Hi, I did a new style of journal entry. It's a conversation. Uh, I'm not gonna, yeah, if I say that I'll ruin it, so I'm just gonna read it. So here you go. It doesn't have a title. Why'd you do that? She asks, her voice muffled by her pacifier, a finger pointing at the marks on my thighs. Huh? I asked, startled so that I dropped the scissors I'm holding. That, she repeats in a quiet voice, pointing still at my thigh, which has begun to weep with blood. She crinkles as she toddles closer and sits down beside me. You hurt it yourself, she remarks, and removes her pacifier, sliding it onto her finger like a ring. Why? It doesn't hurt, I say, taking up the scissors again and dipping them into the mug of salt water at some useless effort at sterilization. Anyway, what are you doing here? I ask. You were sad, so I came to help, she says slowly, placing her tiny hands on the bottom of our leg. Why'd you do that? You said it yourself. I was sad, I said, and stared at the scissors. I was sad, so I cut our leg. Her brow furrows. That doesn't make any sense, she says emphatically. When I'm sad, I get a stuffy and watch a happy movie till I fall asleep. She flops down onto the carpet and looks up at me. I don't make our leg all ouchy. You do, obviously. We've got the same legs, I pointed out. You're just not around when it happens. I am too. You aren't, otherwise I probably wouldn't have done this. I gestured to the gashes. My voice is getting louder. Not because I'm mad at her for not being there to stop me. I know she couldn't have. I'm mad because, well, I don't exactly know why. I am, she insists, and wriggles closer to me. I'm always around. I just couldn't get here till now. You know that. Yeah, but I don't know why, I say, crossing my arms and looking away from her. The bright colours of her pinafore are hurting my eyes, filling me with rage and making me want to cry all at the same time, even though I helped her to pick it out. It's like, here, she pauses to think for a moment. It's like there's a big rainy storm, she says, and gestures with her hands to illustrate the enormity of the storm she's imagining. It's loud because there's thunder, and it's bright because of lightning. She's waving her hands up and down now. She does that a lot. And you gotta go to the shops to buy things, but you looked everywhere for your umbrella and you just can't find it. We don't even have an umbrella, I say, impatiently. She shushes me, her brows snapping together in frustration. You've looked everywhere, she repeated, looking at me pointedly, and it's nowhere, and you can't go outside with the wind blowing that bad. You just can't, because the rain's big and it's scary and it's probably going to knock you over. Stands to reason, I say. So you just gotta hide under the covers until it stops raining, and then you can go to the shops. I really don't understand where you're going with this rain thing, and I really don't care, honestly. I needed you, and you weren't there, and I trail off, beginning to feel ashamed for the blame I've placed on her as I start to understand her metaphor. That's why I couldn't come sooner, she says softly. When you get sad, big sad, like this, she pauses and tucks her hair back behind her ear. I just can't leave the house and come out. It's raining too hard out here. I watch her sit up and scoot closer to me. She reaches out and holds onto my 3 middle fingers on my vacant hand, the only 3 she can fit into hands that size. It's big and scary out here for me too, I point out, on the verge of tears again, and I can't go anywhere most of the time. I've got to stay here in the rain all the time and be big. I knows, she says, hugging me tighter. That's why I try to get here real quick as I can, so we can watch happy movies together until the rain stops. She regards our thighs one last time. And maybe, one time, if I get here fast enough, she looks up at me, wryly, you'll stop hurting us. We look at the scissors one last time before we put them away. Thank you, she says, and we smile. The end.